The year two character pass has been announced for Street Fighter 6, and I'm honestly hyped for it. Now, normally I'm not a fan of these character passes because it takes away from some of the mystery of the characters that they will release down the line, but it does give you a general roadmap of who's to come to give you an idea of whether or not you're going to invest in an entire character pass. Now, back in the day, they would piecemeal the characters to you by releasing one character at a time, but now they give you the whole battle pass as an option to buy. When I initially saw the year one battle pass, there wasn't a lot of characters in it that I personally wanted. I did want Akuma and the Poison Lady, but as far as the Arab guy and Abel, didn't want nothing to do with those characters. So I did pick up Akuma and the Poison Lady. Dope. But with this second character pass, this year two character pass, is doing all the right stuff. Every character in that character pass, I freaking want. Starting with M. Bison. M. Bison was one of my mains in Street Fighter 4. He was one of my mains in Street Fighter 5, and now they're bringing him back for Street Fighter 6, which is like one of those characters which I don't know why they take him out in the first place, but y'all will tell me it's to sell the character back to me exactly in this fashion. Of course it is, okay? Then the other Street Fighter character that's in that battle pass is Elena, another one of my mains back in Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 4 Ultra or Ultra Street Fighter 4, whatever you want to call it. Other DLC that was released back in the day. She was also one of my favorite characters in Street Fighter 3, and they're bringing her to Street Fighter 6. So I'm hyped about that. But that's not where the hype package becomes very swelled and robust. It becomes that way when you introduce more SNK characters into the Capcom universe in the form of Terry Bogard and Mai from King of the Fighters and freaking Fatal Fury. And which is dope about this is that Fatal Fury has a game coming out later this year called City of the Wolves that has an amazing art style, obviously starting Terry Bogard and some of the cast from King of Fighters in this new game that's, has a similar art style to Street Fighter 6, but actually surpasses it in my opinion, and I'm looking forward to that. I grew up on Fatal Fury. I grew up on Street Fighter, and we would play these games. We would go back and forth between the two. And I would always imagine, oh, Terry versus Ryu, Terry versus Ken. I was big on the Shotos. I was big on the forward half circle characters back in the day. But it wouldn't be the first time that these characters have crossed paths, as Capcom and SNK released two games in the early 2000s that I was a huge fan of in the form of Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2. Amazing games. So it's nice to see these characters back together on the same roster in a fighting game. I wonder if Terry's going to have his City of the Wolves new costume that's being featured in a lot of the trailers for that game, as to pay homage to the new game that's coming out, as marketing and all that. But I think this shit is brilliant. Like I said, the first character coming down the pipe is M. Bison. I do believe the second character is Terry, followed by May early next year. Then it's going to be Elena. I think Elena's last. I'm hoping they're not going to pussy out and skimp us on Elena's original costume, because I did love her original costume too. Her African garb with the long legs and all of the capoeira stuff. Elena is super dope, but a lot of things are super sensitive. Same thing with Mai. If y'all know, Mai has a huge she has huge fans and a huge fan club, because of her fighting ability and the fact that she's always eager to fight the competition and all of that. And there's a lot of cosplayers that like to gallivant around conventions as Mai with they tay-tays hanging out. So yeah, May is a fan favorite, and it's going to be nice to see her in Street Fighter 6. So yes, I am hyped for this character pass. Like I said, with the first character pass, the only two characters I got was Akuma and the Poison Lady. I can't think of her name, even though she is pretty cool. Akuma has been kicking ass with bullying niggas all day, as y'all can see from the footage. It is dope. He is a cool character. It's cool that the bosses are coming back. But now all they got to do is bring back a couple more of my characters, and we'll be good to go. And that is Balrog. I need me some Balrog in my life, and I would like to see Sakura on the roster, which I'm pretty sure they're going to probably bring Balrog and Sakura in probably year 3 or something like that in order to keep this fantastic game alive. Yes, I do have my complaints about Street Fighter 6, mostly being the overdraft system can be a little janky at times, and if some people could be using it as a crutch. But at the end of the day, I just tell myself that I gotta get good, I gotta get better. I gotta stop losing my quarters. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you've been playing Street Fighter, or if you just wait for these fighting games to release with a full release. Get them when they're on sale, when all the characters are available, when everything's already there. I have over 200 hours in Street Fighter 6 already. So if you wait and you wait to get the characters, you facing niggas like me that's gonna be putting your freaking head in the dirt the whole time. So come along for the ride, join the community, and have a good time. With that being said, and also I have to mention, don't be afraid to lose a couple matches. A lot of people give up on fighting games because they hate losing. They like the flashiness of fighting games. They like the competitive spirit. They like watching fighting games, but playing them, they get very frustrated. I get very frustrated, but the more time you put into it, it becomes easier and become better. So with that being said, go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead and, visit the channel. Look at some of the shorts on here. Visit some of the other toy content, some of the video game content. I'm going to try to make more videos on here when I can. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.